The streets of Labour gold.
So,
There's money shaking from trees.
oh, do you want to give me your money? You are building your business.
Yes, from scratch.
And no one else is going to do it for you, not your sales manager, not your company. Just understand what is my money making activity
Yes.
through the day and how much time during my days I kind of put into this money making activity. And if it's 1 hour or 2 hours, well, you are in trouble. If you are thinking about, oh, these leads are good or these leads are bad, it's just different type of human beings.
Correct.
These ones, the secondary market, they're already lower in the sales funnel, they're about to buy, but the off-plan, they're just looking. Welcome to this quick interview in a lovely home space.
Welcome to my
Ashley.
home.
Thank you, it's amazing, right? Maybe something like this you will be able to get if you will join the GTA properties, right? My mentorship program within maybe how many years?
Well, listen, the sooner you do it, the quicker we can get going.
So anyway, today we're going to be talking about the 5 top misconception of Dubai real estate, but there is one bonus one which is going to be number 6, but for that you have to wait till the end. So a bit of who am I, what I'm doing, and a bit of Ashley. Let's actually start with you.
Yep, so my name's Ashley, been in Dubai for 11 years now, been in real estate for 21 years, so a bit of a real estate veteran. It's pretty much all I've ever done, all I've ever known.
So you have a bit of a professional damage.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing I've not seen or done or heard when it comes to Dubai real estate and real estate in general. Yes, I've been in Dubai for 11 years, been a broker, been a sales manager, director, and now COO. So I've pretty much gone through the whole kind of spectrum in terms of roles within the market. So yeah, that's a bit about me.
This is how it should be. Okay, if you don't know who am I or why I'm even here with Ashley, my name is Olga and I'm a real estate sales trainer. Pretty much similar experience being a agent myself, sales manager myself, and for the past 4 years I am training and coaching agent and sales team in Dubai. If you are only Googling how to become a real estate agent, or maybe you're already having a team and you don't know what's wrong with their performance, why they're so afraid to jump on the phone and just get this listing, get this deal done, maybe, well, I'm doing this and it's probably, you can hear it in your microphone. Anyway, this is what I help my clients with. And we use my favorite assistant, to whom I'm actually paying $20 a month, and he's doing all of the work. ChatGPT, he helped us to shortlist it out of all of the problems and myths and misconceptions in Dubai.
Yes.
5, and don't forget about the 6th one, but wait till the end about that. So, the first one.
Ooh. So, what is it?
Misconception number 1. Everything sells itself in Dubai. It's so nice, it's so flashy, it's so luxury. So many buyers just looking to buy. And that no real skills needed. What do you think about that?
Do you know what? I feel like when it comes to real estate in Dubai, there are so many opportunities. Okay, there are so many opportunities to sell and rent properties, but also I feel like there's not very many brokers that take the time to learn the knowledge or learn the skill. They do think it's easy. They do think it's as easy as opening a door that sells itself. In reality, there's so much opportunity for these buyers to pick from that you do need to have certain sales skills in order to sell the property. Okay, it's some cases it may sell itself.
Yeah.
It's a luxurious mansion. It's got everything that it needs, all bells and whistles. But in reality, when you're selling a 1.2 million dirham property, and there's so many of those options on the market,
Yes.
you have to sell it. You've got to know the features and benefits. You've got to know what return you're going to get in terms of if you're an investor. And this is what brokers don't really tend to do, in my opinion.
And this skill set goes way beyond just the features of the property. You will have to understand what is the inflation,
Yes.
what is the interest rates with the banks, and how the mortgage policies are actually affecting the supply and demand, and literally what is the supply and demand is there for, and why the real estate prices are going up or down. So all of that as a package is what you should have in your head. And to be honest, that's not the company's responsibility to put that there, right?
It's the brokers. And I think, again, brokers do want to be spoon-fed. They think it's the company's responsibility to give them this information. They should be checking the news every single day. They should know what's going on in the world, how the dollar affects the dirham, for example. You know, all these sorts of things are so
Or Trump
important.
affects the dirham.
Exactly, Trump, exactly. But it's true though, and
Yeah.
this is what brokers don't do. And this is the information that they need to know in order to sell more properties and be successful. It really is. Again, the entry level is so low that people don't think they need to do this.
Yeah.
And
But we're going to get back to that in the end. Don't worry
Yes.
about number 6. So, misconception number 2. I love this one. You can get rich fast.
so fast. It
Yeah.
happens in months,
Or maybe in weeks.
in weeks. The streets are laid with gold.
So,
There's money shaking from trees.
oh, do you want to give me your money? I recently started the initiatives of doing the open days for someone who wants to step inside the real estate company and understand what it really takes to make a lot of money. And the newbie agent or someone who is just experiencing the need to become an agent coming into this open days. Wow, open house. And
Got to the brain.
yeah, it's just there, just damage as well. My brain not damage. Sorry, we're gonna be good now.
Yeah, sorry.
In a moment, the ChatGPT is keeping us in check. So the reason why they're there, when I'm asking them, well, what attracted you to buy real estate? It's like, oh, I've seen on Instagram this and I've seen on Instagram that.
Yes.
However, this is a long-term business, and you as a future real estate agent, your existing real estate agent, you have to understand that you are building your business.
Yes. From scratch.
And no one else going to do it for you, not your sales manager, not your company. So if you don't know how to handle yourself and keep yourself accountable to do what is needed, but what is actually needed to close all of this, reach clients and kind of make a lot of money, what do you think is needed?
For me, I think going back to the beginning, I think it said in the last video, I was sold a dream. Okay, I was sold a dream by a recruiter, move to Dubai, sell real estate, you'll make lots of money and you'll get rich quick, you know? So I thought, great, why not? Let's go. Simple as that. Booked my ticket, off I went. I soon realized when I got to Dubai that actually it's a lot more complex than just thinking that you can just sell properties to anyone and make lots of money. There's so much that goes into it. The reason why, again, brokers don't succeed, they don't understand, first of all, that your desk is your business. Okay, essentially you're opening a franchise of your company in a community. Okay, you go through your training, your introduction training, learn all the tips and tricks, hopefully. The first week you sit at your desk, you're opening your branch doors for the first time. You've got a completely empty shop. No properties, you've got no buyers. You've then got to get that business running. You've got to make that profit, which is the commission in your pocket. That's where the hard work starts.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's 24/7, 365. Long hours, making hundreds of calls in secondary instance. But brokers, again, they don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And they wonder why they don't make the money in a few months or after a month, because they're not coming in early, staying late, they're not making the calls, they're not working weekends, but yet they're expecting the results. And then they wonder why it doesn't come.
Yeah, so it all goes down to the money-making activities that you as a branch manager doing with your day. And the number one money-making activity in Dubai real estate, or literally in any real estate, is proactively initiating conversation with your target audience, whatever it is, either buyers or sellers.
Yes.
The company will provide you a source of leads, but the company will not be able to pour thousands and thousands of dollars into the marketing campaign just to have you with the highest quality lead, which on average costs in Dubai around $500, right? How many leads the company like that can give you? Do you think they will invest to give you 100 leads a month? Do you think it's even possible with any business, with any company? Would you invest your own money, you know yourself, into generating your own leads with that price so you're gonna make money? Probably not.
No.
Yeah?
And that's the thing. It's a huge misconception when it comes to this side of the business, and I honestly think that brokers, they don't understand the levels that they need to go to self-generate leads, because they do expect it all to come from the company.
Yeah.
They don't take the time to self-generate, you know, doing a good job, getting referrals, getting leads that way. That's how you make your real money. It's literally
With years and
with
years.
Years and years, exactly.
It's not a couple of months.
It's not a couple of months.
So, coming back, think through, sit down. If you're already in Dubai real estate, and just understand what is my money making activity
Yes.
through the day and how much time during my days I kind of put into this money making activity. And if it's 1 hour or 2 hours, well, you are in trouble. Let's jump to the third one. Companies and portals will feed you all the leads they need. We kind of already answered that,
Discuss
right?
this one, but again, it's a huge thing because they do think this.
Yeah.
Again, we're going back to what we were saying before. Brokers do think they can just sit there and just it all happens. It just all comes to them, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. They're going to make lots of money. All the leads are going to come to them. They don't have to do anything. But then they moan also when the leads are coming, but they're not great, or they're not closing. But they're, oh yes, company leads, not that great.
Exactly. So let's give you a bit of wisdom here. There are in reality two big lead sources that you can have in Dubai real estate. One is for the secondary market, the leads from the portals, is when you already found the seller who is ready to sell with you and he's agreed that you're going to be his representative. You put the property on the portal and then you start generating leads. So those are people who did an extra mile. They really have a very solid reason or a need to look for a property. So first of all, can you imagine, they were not just Googling how to buy a property in Dubai. They went to the property finder or Bayud, they clicked on the area, they clicked on the filters, they found what they're looking for, and then probably they even send you a WhatsApp message, which usually 50% of agents, do they even respond on that?
They're meant to respond very quickly. But again, time kills deals in every aspect. So, again, going back to, being an agent, you're online all the time, 365. But again, by that buyer sending you a lead from Property Finder, that's them actively checking that listing. That means they're interested in some aspect of that property. So it's kind of, you want to jump on it as quickly as possible.
And if you are late, he's already talking to someone else, 100%.
Of course, they're scrolling and clicking leads.
We're talking about the off-plan, and I call those type of leads, thank you guys if you are the off-plan buyers, but I'm sorry.
What are you going to say?
I'm going to say, so those type of leads are lovely human beings which are sitting on the white stone. Do you know what white stone is? Well, the white stone is a lovely piece of ceramic in your house. You do have it as well, with a very, very secluded rooms, and you preferably want to be there on your own. It's good if you go there to be isolated for at least one time a day, because if you're not going there every day, there's something is wrong with you. Anyway, you're there, imagine you're always taking off devices.
Best place to be, isn't it, really?
Just to click it, honestly, that's my only alone time in the house. I don't know about you. So, thank you. So, I am clicking on the different ads, and as soon as I put in Google, how to buy the property in Dubai, the Google engine start retargeting me with all of these ads. So while the time, even if it's short period of me being on the white stone, I'm probably going to see 5-6 ads, and I'm going to click on them. But look, there's someone who went to Property Finder, put the filters, and really need to move in a month, and someone who's just on a white stone discovery, it's a different level of intent. So this is what the agents don't understand. So if you are thinking about, oh, these leads are good or these leads are bad, it's just different type of human beings.
Correct.
These ones, the secondary market, they're already lower in the sales funnel, they're about to buy, but the off-plan, they're just looking.
Might need more nurturing.
Exactly, it's a longer time. Okay, are we done with this one?
Yeah, agreed.
I think it was lots of value. Okay, so, misconception number 4. Ashley, what is it?
Ooh. So all brokerages are the same, okay? Just pick one and go. Oof.
Yeah. How is that true and how is that not true? There are a lot of similar brokerages, is it?
Do you know what? The concept, yes, the whole concept is pretty much very similar. But I do believe, especially when it comes to my company that I work for, there's definitely unique concepts to certain companies. So for example, for our one, yes, we're a brokerage company, yes, we do sales, rentals, off-plan and short-term rentals, but we are part of a larger group that offers car sales. So our brokers can sell cars essentially with their clients.
And get referral from that.
And get a referral and get very good commission in their pocket. So we have something in addition to our brokerage company that most other companies don't have. So that does make us a bit different and a bit more unique.
And in reality, what you have to really discover when you go into a real estate company is the environment which is there. And I highly recommend you, if you're changing the companies or just looking for the first one, ask them to stay on the sales floor for a bit. 100% you will feel, is there anything is going on in terms of sales over there, or everyone is just like sitting just like in a silence, and or maybe people are just drinking coffee and chit-chatting, thinking that this is a money-making activity. Well, this is one. You will feel, will you yourself be productive? Because in reality, if you could do the real estate job, being a self-motivated entrepreneur on your own, you would not be looking for the company, you would go open on yourself. So you have to look for the environment, for the sales manager who's going to be there with a nice kick in the bam, whenever you need it, so you can make more money. Okay, misconception number 5, only off-plan sales. Secondary market is dead and very, very difficult. I mean, your company is making a lot of money in the secondary, right?
We are, to be fair. I think, again, there's two different sides of it. You know, if you're a secondary agent, you're more of a hunter-gatherer, I should say. You're hunting out, you're on the phones, you're cold calling all day, trying to get listings to then get your properties online to get the leads. I'd say off plan, it's more kind of you're a bit more reactive, I would say. You're
sitting down, waiting for the leads, complaining.
Exactly, waiting for the leads, and then when you get the leads, you complain. But there's two differences. I think secondary is definitely very busy because you're always generating activity. You're always making yourself busy by the activity that you're doing. Off plan, again, it's still very busy, as we know. The market's hugely busy at the minute. But when it comes to a broker's role, it's more you're waiting for those leads, unless you are proactive and you're going out there and you're generating your own leads as well, either by repeat business or networking, these sorts of things.
However, if we look at it might seem like the commission in off-plan is way higher. However, if you look at the duration, when you close the deals and for how long you have to wait, it's, I would say, 4 to 6 months would consider average, right? Because of the legal part of it, when the sales purchase agreement has to be signed and when the commission will be released. When it's a secondary market deal, if you got the property today, you put it on the market, let's say in 3-4 days, then you price it nicely, you had a great connection and a price reduction strategy with the seller, then it can be sold with a cash buy within a couple of weeks.
And then you get your money straight away.
You get money straight away?
Worst case scenario could be, 6 weeks, 8 weeks? But you're still going to get your return a lot quicker than you would do if you're in off-plan.
And those clients, majority of the clients who are buying secondary market, they're in Dubai. So you have this opportunity to have face-to-face conversation. You have an opportunity to really build connection rather than someone with whom you're only on Zoom, and the trust and relationship is what drives your real estate business. And if it's just you sitting waiting,
ain't gonna happen.
But it's good for the company though, because the company doesn't pay you any money. You just there hoping and praying. Okay, are we ready for number 6? So number 6, guys, ChatGPT is offering us as a comedy relief. I don't know, should we do some comedy?
So what's your best joke? I'm joking.
Okay, so that's actually been one of the Ashley's experience recently, where I had the same messages coming to my LinkedIn all the time as well. So I want to be a Dubai real estate millionaire, but also I need
a basic salary.
Amazing. So now when we put it in this kind of sentence, do you feel how stupid it sounds that someone who feels like, if you feel for yourself that you're capable of making that much money, and at the same time you think you need a basic salary, so it kind of defeats the purpose. So let's talk about the basic salary.
Again, I feel like a lot of people, when they contact me especially, they want to get into real estate. They're like, oh, give me a chance. I know I can be really, really good, and I can sell anything. I'm amazing. Give me a chance. Along those type of lines.
Yes.
I'm like, great, you get me excited. I love this type kind of chat. The minute I mention, it is commission only, they switch. They're, oh, no, I can't. No, I need a basic salary if I'm going to be doing this. You know, I've got a lot of things to think about and pay and all that kind of stuff. No, it's probably not going to be for me now.
The one interesting concept that I want you to think about, literally in anything, is how to leverage debt, how to leverage borrowed money to your to serving your purpose.
Yeah.
Because if you imagine that, for example, Elon Musk will be waiting to start his any business, Tesla or anything.
Correct.
Oh, let me, so sorry, I just don't have enough money. Let me just go and save a little bit more, and then when I will have, I'm just gonna start this. Do you think that we're gonna be putting all these rockets on Mars right now? Yeah. So what that means, if you are a self-starter, if you believe in yourself, then there is always an opportunity for you to get access to the money that you need, right? All of these fancy buildings in Dubai being built on the money which people never had when they just started paying a payment.
Correct. Very true.
The same way, if you're buying a house, where in the world, rather than Dubai, people are putting all the cash up front. It's not happening. But you want to have something. For that, you need to have a commitment to yourself, and you have to have risk. It doesn't mean that.
You're right.
But if you're holding yourself back with this basic salary, first of all, the company which is giving basic salary, there are some in Dubai. Which kind of leads are they provide?
But listen, we talked about this before as well. Companies that that normally do this, you know, they're here today, gone tomorrow. Okay, so they're always luring you in, saying, "Oh yeah, we'll give you a basic salary," but that never lasts. Okay, so they only get you there, false pretenses. You don't get leads. You don't have any marketing because they have no money
because they pay you salary.
Because they pay you salary.
So you now yourself a marketing manager, a CRM manager, and everyone you want to be, the sales trainer, everything.
So true. So be very careful about stuff like that. But you got to take risks. We took the risk.
Yeah.
You know, we moved from our home countries. We took the risk. We knew kind of how hard it was going to be potentially. Didn't realize how hard it was going to be actually, but we still took that risk. And if you don't take risks, there's no reward. So I think when it comes to real estate, yes, it's commission only, but those commissions are uncapped. You can earn as much as you want to earn. You're writing your own checks, essentially.
Exactly, I love that.
So if you want to earn X amount in a year, you can do that. It starts and stops with you. Okay, the company or the platform that you work for should provide you with all the tools that you need to get to that amount. But again, it starts with you. And it stops with you.
And if you feel like you are ready to start something more in your life, maybe the company you're with is not giving you that environment, or maybe you need more training and mentorship, we're definitely going to leave all of the details that you potentially might need.
Correct.
Including how to use ChatGPT to create such a great scenarios for the videos as well.
Can I just stop you there?
Yeah.
Olga has literally got me on this ChatGPT train because it's absolutely amazing.
GPT.
What's that?
GTP.
That's what it is, isn't it? What is it called? GPT. There you go.
Now, you learn everything.
I'm learning every day. But it's so good for business. And I think that it literally chuck anything in there and it gives you such good answers and such valuable answers and advice. So I just wanted to say that.
Anyway, hopefully they're not going to change the way the human buy from human, and then you can still going to be able to make more money in real estate than anywhere else in the world.
Agreed. It's the best market to work in. Listen, if you're not making money in this market, there's something wrong. This is definitely the best market Dubai has seen in a very long time. So capitalize on this, learn your skill, learn your craft, ask questions, have trainers or coaches like Olga to help you get to where you need to be. Definitely, I think if that's, if this is what you need, pay the money. It's going to be worth it.
Invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself.
See you in the next one.